happened. Oh, do you want to talk about our short story that we read?
Yeah.
We're doing our new thing where we talk about a short story because we're trying to keep ourselves committed to reading.
It's one thing, Joe. Once you get older, you're gonna stop reading for fun. Basically. Fuck.
I think you have to block their projectiles back at them.
Oh.
So the projectiles move to the beat as well. Ooh, diamond. Oh.
Oh. What is this, like Animal Crossing? You get stung by bees? Oh yeah, so we should actually talk about this story that we read. So we read The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe. That creepy ass dude. Who I have to say is the most, like, British sounding American author. Like his style. No, for real, like his writing style doesn't seem very American, honestly.
Ooh, we'll have to talk about graphic novels. We listen to a ton of audiobooks as well.
Oh yeah, we're big fans of that. So the short story, it's you want to do a synopsis? You're better at
Okay, so what happens in the story is
summarizing.
a guy by the name of Montresor?
Montress. Yeah.
Montresor?
Yeah.
Montresor?
All these names are like Harry Potter, alright? They're gonna be weird.
Is mad at another guy,
Fortuno? It's something like fortune.
Yeah, anyway.
Fortuno?
So, Montresor is mad at Fortuno and wants revenge for...
Whatever, his friend.
Here, hand me that. That's the story right there.
The names are ridiculous.
Fortunato.
Fortunato and...
I think it's Montresor.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Whatever. Fortunato. Point of the story is, he's mad at him, so he plots his revenge. And he's very, very mean about it. So what he does is, he's like, oh, Fortunato, I got some really expensive wine that I'm not sure if it's...
I don't know if it's real or not.
I don't know if it's the real deal or if it's just sherry, and I was hoping to find somebody who could tell the difference between these fancy wines. Can you help me try it out? If you need your... Okay. So, he's like, lures him into this catacomb area during... It seems like it's in the middle of like a festival, I'm guessing.
It's like a carnival, yes.
Yeah. And he lures him down there, and then while he's like luring him deeper and deeper in there, the guy's like drunk, so he doesn't know what's going on. And eventually he brings him into this like crevasse, this niche area, and it's deeper in there. And this is like, it's where bodies are already buried.
It's in a crypt.
Yeah, it's a crypt. But there's also like casks of alcohol, I think, down there.
Yes.
And then he just... we both died.
Okay.
So, he lures him into this area, chains him to the wall, and he's like, oh, what? You're so funny, or whatever. And then slowly, he starts putting up a wall into the area where he chained him in.
Yes.
And the guy is slowly, like, sobering up and realizing what's going on.
Like, hey man, this isn't funny.
And then eventually he leaves him there. And he's like, too bad. And we never know what exactly the crime was that
if it even
Fortunato
happened. Yes, because it's told from the perspective of the murderer.
Yeah.
Which is really creepy.
I believe I'm dead. So you're gonna have to stay alive.
Awesome. So it's a good story. It's like
It was cool.
4 pages.
Yeah, it was cool to see, like, all the ways in which he kind of, I don't know, like, the creepy ways he's like, oh, my friend. He's, like, plotting to murder this guy. Oh, my friend. Oh, Fortunato. I love, you know, you're my good pal. And just, like, really creepy, like, fake niceness that was going on.
Yes.
And I liked it. It was interesting because I think Edgar Allan Poe, I mean, he is, like, it's the kind of thing where it's, like, it's a little heavy-handed, you know, it's a little, like, middle school level, like, but there were things that were really, really, like, elite level about his writing, like, some of the double meanings behind, like, oh, you know,
each word is very carefully chosen.
yes,
Like,
yes. Even though it is a little, like, hokey as just a simple horror story, you know, or whatever, it's still well done.
why not just poison the wine? Yeah, good question.
Because it's not creepy enough.
Well, and I mean, this character,
I'm
I
dead.
think. Oh shit. Ah. How do I bring you back?
You gotta go back to the Sheikah slate.
Ah, cheek.
Down? Or is it up? I think it's down.
Isn't it that up there?
Oh, that's one of them, yeah. Why not just poison the wine? Because it's not as cool.
I think, I mean, this character in particular seems very, very bitter. Because, like, it sounds like he's fallen maybe on hard times, or his family's not as prominent as Fortunato, or whatever. Oh shit, I'm dead now. And, so he's really bitter about that. And, yeah. I mean, it's pretty extra. It's like, what did this dude do to you that you
Had to bury him alive.
walled him up in a crypt? Like, that is some next level creepy.
It's petty.
Yeah, like, bro, what? And like, I was thinking about it today. I feel like the story, like, story's being told like 50 years in the future, you know, like,
I'm dead. You have to get me back.
we don't know who the narrator's actually talking to. I imagined it as like, Jesus Christ. What? It touched me. Sorry. I kind of imagined it as like, what if he's in a jail cell and he's telling another person who's sharing the cell with him? You know,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to convince himself.
Yeah.
While convincing this other person that what he did wasn't bad.
Yeah, and it kind of ends with him, like, kind of seeming to, like, regret it, but not willing to acknowledge that he regrets doing it.
Yes. Like, I didn't actually do a bad thing, or don't you get why I did it, right? Like, that's the kind of vibe I got.
So the way these little crocodiles work is they charge right at you.
Uh-huh.
So you, like, get in front of them, then walk out of the way, and then come up behind them, kind of thing.
Jesus Christ. Get away from me. So yeah, the book was good. Or the story was good.
Art, Julie.
It's definitely not for everybody. I will say that. Because I feel like with Poe, it's the kind of thing where you need to read it a couple times to be like, what the fuck did I just read?